Welcome to The Explainer. In this guide, we're going to break down something super practical, how to build a real estate platform. But here's the twist. We're not talking about starting from scratch. We're talking about getting a massive head start.
You know, it's a huge ambition, right? So many of us have looked at the market and thought, I could build the next Zillow, or maybe a really killer local property site. But then, reality hits. And that reality is usually a brick wall called development. Seriously, building something like this from the ground up, it's a monster of a project. We're talking a huge drain on time and money, months, sometimes even years. And the budget? Oh, that can go sideways fast. But what if I told you there's a much smarter way? A powerful shortcut, in fact.
So this is the secret sauce, a property listing script. Think of it like this. You don't have to engineer an entire car from scratch. A script is like getting the engine, the chassis, the whole drivetrain, all pre-built. It handles all the heavy lifting. The search features, the filters, user accounts, all that stuff comes right out of the box. That means you get to focus on the fun stuff, like your brand, the design, and your actual business plan.
Okay, so let's get into the why. Why is this such a big deal? It's way more than just a time saver. Choosing to use a script is a massive strategic move that can literally shape your entire business. And here they are, the 5 huge wins. First, you're deploying way faster. We're talking weeks, not years. That means a lower initial investment, which frees up cash for what really matters, marketing. You get all those crucial industry features like map searches from day one. Plus, the good ones are built to scale, so they grow with you. It all adds up to a much more consistent, stable operation.
All right, let's get to the good stuff. We've scanned the entire market for 2026, and we've zeroed in on the top 7 scripts everyone's talking about. These are the real heavy hitters.
And here's the lineup. Now, on the surface, they all do the same basic thing, manage property listings. But, and this is a big but, they are worlds apart. We're going to see huge differences in features, complexity, and yep, the price tag. And this chart just makes it all so clear. Instead of a messy list of prices, we can really just break the whole market down into 3 simple tiers. You've got your launch pads, which are perfect for just getting off the ground. Then, the growth engines, from when you're ready to hit the gas. And finally, the enterprise titans, for when you're ready to build an empire.
So let's dig into each of these categories and figure out which platform is the perfect match for your specific plan.
Okay, category 1, the launch pads. This is exactly what it sounds like, your entry into the market. It's the perfect fit for, say, a single agent who needs a professional site, or a small agency dipping its toes in the water. Or maybe you're a startup and you just need an MVP, a minimum viable product to test your big idea without risking it all. So right away, in the Launchpad category, you've got a classic choice to make. You can go with something like GoClicksy, a super low, one-time payment. It's all about simplicity, perfect for getting a small portal up and running fast. Or you could look at PHP Jabbers. It's a monthly subscription, but it gives you cool features like multi-language support, which is amazing if you're building a hyperlocal directory.
And here's another key difference you'll find at this level. You have Zipper, which, even with its basic plan, is geared towards building a real Zillow-style marketplace right from the start. It's got separate dashboards for agents and for property owners. Then you have Migrate Shop, which is laser-focused on that lean startup MVP model. It's built to give you just enough to get out there and validate your idea with real customers.
All right, let's level up. We're moving on to the growth engines. This is for when you're past the just starting out phase. You've got some traction, maybe you have an agent network, and now you're ready to pour some fuel on the fire and really expand your online presence. Look at this table. It tells the whole story. The prices are all kind of in the same ballpark, right around $900. But what they're for is totally different. Zipper's Pro Plan is all about customization. It's for a business that wants to build a unique brand. Logic Spice? That's the perfect play for a traditional real estate agency that's finally going digital. It's got that Google Maps integration baked right in. And then Migrate Shop's corporate plan? Well, that's for a startup that's starting to grow and needs more horsepower, like supporting different kinds of properties.
And now, the big leagues, the enterprise titans. Let's be clear, we're not just talking about scripts anymore. These are full-on foundational platforms. We're talking about huge projects, serious funding, and a vision for something massive that needs to be super customized and able to scale a lot.
At this level, the decision isn't really about a checklist of features anymore. It's about the scale of your ambition. Both Oya Labs and Mirakuvas are built for deep customization and come with web and mobile app support. But Oya Labs is a fantastic choice for a well-funded startup that has a very specific, unique vision.
Miracuva's, on the other hand, is an absolute beast when it comes to scalability. It's designed for massive companies that need to operate in different regions with really complex custom workflows.
Okay, so we've seen the whole spectrum, right? From the nimble little launch pads all the way up to the enterprise titans. So how in the world do you pick the right one for you? Well, it all boils down to answering 3 really important questions.
And this right here is probably the most crucial takeaway of this whole thing. The best script for you is not the one with the most bells and whistles. It's the one that fits your business like a glove. You have to be real about your size, what your team can actually handle technically, and what your 5-year plan looks like. Once you're honest about those 3 things, the right choice becomes crystal clear.
So, what's your blueprint going to look like? Because this choice, the script you build on, is the most critical line in that entire plan. Picking the right foundation, whether it's a quick launchpad or a massive Titan, isn't just about buying a piece of software. It's about laying the groundwork for everything that comes next. You're literally defining your path to success.